Good morning, everybody. I thought I'd come and do a little walk around our yard. You can see we need to replace the doors on the shed. Let's see. Yesterday I came out here and I cleaned out the weeds of the 4 beds at the bottom, and Scott pulled up all the collard greens. So we have a big old pot of collard greens ready for Easter or for just us to eat. But then you can see these 4 are a mess, and along the garage is a mess. So I was hoping to work on it today, but it's looking like rain. So I might be just in the house. Maybe I'll work some on my cottages. But these are the beds that I cleaned up yesterday. What you're seeing here is garlic. This is garlic, and that's garlic. And there's a few scraggly garlics in those 2 beds. And we've been just dumping the compost straight into the garden. That's always not a really good idea because it attracts, vermin, mice, moles, things like that. But my compost bin is completely falling apart. Scott built it for me, oh gosh, back in the late 80s. It's up there in the corner. That's where I usually put the stuff, like the trimmings from vegetables and stuff like that, and grass clippings. But it's falling apart. And you can see the wisteria. It needs to be beat back again. That's why I said if I had my druthers, I would never have it. It's all in this bed, in behind all these trees here, going up the light pole. But it's pretty. It's a nuisance, and you can see it's in the neighbor's trees over there. And yeah, we're debating about cleaning these beds out because look at all those blackberry blooms. Blackberry blooms mean blackberries, right? And my Easter lilies are in amongst that mess of weeds. I gotta clean that out. And the French mulberry bush, I want to cut it way back. It's probably the wrong time of the year to do it, but I didn't get to it before. These are a yellow iris, and I trimmed a whole bunch out in the fall in the hopes they'd get more sun and bloom more. I've got a lot of trimming to do on this Japanese yew. Let me back out a little bit here because it's gotten quite large. The redbud tree is filling in better since I cut it way back last year. But the trees in between the 2 fences need to be chopped before they get up to the power line again, which actually they get up to the cable line, but the power company comes and they chop on them. And the shed is still just where we left it. It's been covered all winter. We're hoping to work on it, but I wanted to walk down there trying to avoid puppy bombs. I need to get out here and clean up the puppy bombs too. I wanted to show you the snow on the mountain in the back corner back here, because it's blooming real pretty. These bushes here, I started from cuttings when we first moved in, and they've gotten really massive. They need to be trimmed. Got a lot of work to do out here. And puppy bombs. But the snow on the mountain bush, I just think it's gorgeous. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? I'd love to grow some more of this around. And I started all of the green bushes that you see over in there. They were started from cuttings. They all need to be trimmed. The magnolia tree, another southern thing that I wouldn't purposely plant myself. It's just not me. I've got some iris in here, and I had some others, things I planted in here, but they didn't do well. So lots of trimming needs to be done. And we need to get this shed finished too, so we can get the tractor out of the garage so that new kitchen cabinets can be built in there. So anyway, the garage needs to be painted. We're thinking of painting all of our outbuildings in that Georgian yellow. I love that Georgian yellow. I don't know why, it reminds me of squash. Alright, I'm going to turn you off and we'll go out front. Okay, I've come out the side door. And as you can see, the tulip magnolia is getting its leaves. And we had a cold snap that kind of, you know, turned the blooms brown, and now they're falling off. But I wanted to bring you around front to show you Pyracanthus has got its berries, and my azaleas have started to bloom. That one's going to be beautiful when all those are open. And then there's that beauty there. This is a holly bush, which these things hurt like crazy when they're dry. Neighbors are going to see me in my bathrobe. I don't care. Just wanted to come out and show you the azaleas. They're just starting to get open. Going to be gorgeous. It'll be perfect for tomorrow's Easter pictures. Scott and I might have to just dress up just to take pictures, because we don't do the whole Easter Sunday church thing. We just don't. And then I wanted to show you my dogwood tree here. This dogwood tree was a volunteer in a planter that we took out there in front of the laundry room. There used to be a raised planter, but it was causing some moisture issues. And this little dogwood tree was just in there, so I just moved it out here, and it is just doing really, really well. The blooms, this is the first year it's really filled up. They're just so pretty. And then you can see the nest from last year's birds up there. Let's see, my neighbor's bushes are doing beautiful too. Across the front of the house. Let's walk to the side yard and I'll show you. The lady across the street gave me this yellow stuff. I can't remember what it's called, but it's really showing out this year too. So I thought I would show it to y'all. It really needs something to run on. But the blooms are just gorgeous here. Aren't they beautiful? And then the azaleas that Scott cut back with the chainsaw, they're already coming back up. Every 4 years we cut them almost to the ground with the chainsaw, and they come back healthier. The new furnace, which I guess I could take the energy guide off the side so it doesn't blow around. That's a hydrangea, Piochi or something variety. I can't remember. And then I thought I was going to lose my white camellia when they had to enlarge the pad for the new furnace, but it's still here. I'm hoping it's not going to crowd the furnace, but it's blooming. The blooms on the white camellias aren't as pretty as the pink, to me at least. Now this one, it used to go way up above the window, and I chopped the top off trying to get it to fill out, and it's helped it some. It's a real pretty pink. Love that one. And then the hot water tank. I got a bunch of trimming to do. See that camellia back there? It needs its top chopped too so that it'll bush out. I've actually got 3 hydrangeas here. I need to try to dig a couple of them up and move them. I used to do that sort of thing all the time. Scott said all the plants needed to have wheels on them because I would just come out and dig it. This right here is not my friend. That's poison sumac. It will make you itch and blister, and it's horrible. Then I've got some things that have come up. That needs to come out. This needs to come out. There's lots of trimming and removing needs to be done. That the stick-like things, they just need to be broke off. That is a Confederate rose. So I'm going to let you guys go, and I'm going to take a few pictures before I go back in for my blog. Talk to you later. Bye.